Now I know this is not my normal content, but I wanted to change the channel content up a bit. So I'm going to do a review on the Perry Miniatures kit known as the Agincourt Foot Knights. And as you can see, it comes with enough parts to make 36 miniatures. And so let's first take a look at the sprues that the parts are on. Also, this kit comes with both the English and the French, by the way, if you were curious about that. Also, it should be noted that the kit also comes with this as well, where it has information for the differences between the English and the French ones. Oh, that was the French and that's the English. Whoops, I got them backwards for a moment there. Sorry about that. And it even shows the different banners for the different parts, as well as information for the armor. And I think that's a really nice touch, and I wish more historical miniatures did stuff like that. And anyways, now we get to the sprues, where, as you can see here, I have already used quite a few of them for the English. And here's an unused sprue with the English. Not sure how well you can see them on here. But here's all the parts that it comes with for the English. And you get 3 sprues for the English and 3 sprues for the French. And here would be the one for the French. Though ultimately you can have these built as any Western European army, at least according to this anyways. And now let's move the sprues out of the way and look at the bases that it comes with. Just, you know, your standard wargaming bases, which admittedly I have not used any of them personally, but they look pretty standard. And I've also built, as you probably can tell, I've already built up a handful of the miniatures. So let's take a look at some of them. And as you can already see, I put them on different bases than the ones that they came with. The gray ones were primed already, and as well as the white ones here, which was a messed up zenithal highlight that I tried to do. But hey, it was my first time attempting such a thing. So it was to be expected I would make a mistake on that. Anyways, the gray ones are the English, and the white ones here are the French. Which I guess is actually a good way of distinguishing them, now that I'm thinking about it. Now, as you can see here, you can have some knights with their visors up. In addition to adding, what were those called again? An orle. I think that's how it's pronounced anyways. Oh, wrong one. Around the top of his helmet. And one thing that you can do with the tops of the spears, if they're held up high enough, is that you can also add little banners onto them. And so I did that with some scrap paper. And as you can see, you could either take the little circle that they're on, and you can either put it onto the base as is, or you can do so like this, where you take them off. It's a bit tricky, admittedly, but I think I managed well enough for that. And now let me show you one of the miniatures that I actually painted, where I mixed the English and French parts. And here he is. Where I just took the arms from the French kit and put them onto the body of one of the English knights. And I should note that while it can be done for these arms specifically, I had to do a bit of filing on the body itself. Sorry about that. My camera decided to stop recording. So as I was saying before the cut, the body needed a bit of filing in order to get the French arms to fit onto the English body. But ultimately, it works pretty well. Now, and so, yeah, and it painted up quite nicely. And before you go into the comments and complain about the static grass, just know that that was the first time I've ever used static grass, and I did not have a static grass applicator. So, yeah. And these are, by the way, true scale 1/56 scale miniatures. And they are currently on 25mm bases. And yeah, I meant to grab one of my other miniatures that would allow me to show a comparison, but I don't think that would be all that necessary. And so, yeah, that's ultimately, I really like the kit. And I think Perry Miniatures are a really solid miniature company. So, yeah. I do, in fact, recommend these for if you ever want to have more medieval knights. And they work well for Dungeons and Dragons, too. So, and any other fantasy role-playing game or war game that uses 28mm miniatures. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time with more of the usual content, with miniature review videos occasionally mixed in. And goodbye, and thanks for watching.